welcome everyone to College Dunia's Thoughts on Education series. Today we have with us Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, Director at IMS GZB University Courses Campus, an experienced academician with quality exposure in corporates, management education and entrepreneurship. An accredited and certified marketing professional, Dr. Singh is Microsoft Certified Educator and certified in brand management from IIM Bangalore and strategic marketing from IIM Lucknow. Thank you, Dr. Arun, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for a generous introduction.
Sir, you have held key positions at education colleges throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keeps you connected with education sector?
Education happens to be one such sector where we are not only educating students or preparing or making them worthy for the corporate. We are here to, in fact, rejuvenate ourselves in terms of new learnings. And education is more of a journey where even a faculty learns a lot of things. Since I come from a industry background, so I bring a lot of experience, real-time cases to the classes, and that way students get to know the real-time scenario. So with that, our continuous learning and our close interaction with the students is actually a pull factor for me.
So being the director of IMS UCC, how do you strategize about key programs and plan for the marketing and administration of your school?
At IMS GZB University Courses Campus, we have a very robust team in place. In fact, our intellectual capital, that is the faculty and the resource we have on campus, is one of the best. And we have a very strong system and process in place. So a strong team, a strong system and process, and we have a very integrated technological platform available with us where we take all our decisions on the basis of data. So you can call us a data-driven organization. So with that, we inculcate a habit of doing the best practices. With the result of that, every individual who is assigned for a task, they take care of that with a participative approach. So these all things are we doing right now at IMS University Courses Campus.
So the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your college?
Of late, with the advent of NEP and even before that, IMS has a proven legacy of more than 3 decades. We have been training students, educating them, skilling them with the best of the skill sets. Now, what of late we have done is we have improved on to the value-added basket. Even before the NEP came into existence, we were offering our students with the contemporary skill sets which are required by the corporate and how they can excel once they are at the workplace. Now, if I talk about specifically for certain programs, for example, in management, School of Management, we have the kind of understandings and MOUs with IITs and IIMs where our students are getting certified from them. Particularly if I talk about School of Computer Science, that is BCA program. In BCA, our students are getting an on-campus training at IIT Kanpur. Now, apart from that, there are certifications on blockchain, IoT, and in fact, data analytics. So all these things are making our students worthy for not only for industry, but for country as a whole. And in School of Bioscience, we have understanding with the Sector Skill Council of Bioscience. In journalism, also the same kind of arrangement we have with the Sector Skill Council of Media and Journalism.
So what do you see as IMS GZB University Courses Campus' greatest strength?
The greatest strength of any campus happens to be the students and the faculty. Now, if I talk about the students, we have an alumni base of more than 35,000 students, which speaks of volume. You name a company probably and alumni of IMS GZB studying out there. So we have a great connect with the students. We have a great talent pool of students on campus, in industry, as well as we encourage our students on a day-to-day basis to interact with the different schools. There is an interdisciplinary process which we encourage because we have multiple schools on campus. Students from different programs, they interact. They do a lot of activities. Second, once I talk about alumni, there is a lot of interaction with the alumni. What is the industry expecting from them? And probably these alumni are acting as a mentor to our students. Now, coming back to the second part, that is the faculty. Since I said that we have a robust team on the campus, our intellectual capital is among the best and in northern part of India. Our faculty, the cumulative experience is such that they are faculty members drawn from industry with a good quality experience. Then we have faculty with a research background, and apart from that, our faculties are actively taking part into the research and the grants from various organizations. Now, with that, what we are doing is we are making our students more of the thought-provoking as well as result-oriented professions rather than just learning the theoretical concepts.
So, what are some of the biggest challenges you see, both for higher education in general and for your college specifically?
Of late, Government of India has taken very strong initiatives to somehow pull up the higher education institutions to the extent where we can match up to the international standards, and already much has been done into it. Now, what I believe of late, the struggle has been because of the COVID. Now, COVID has acted as more of a distraction. It's like, today every other institution is finding that students are not concentrating and there is some kind of diversion in their thought process while pursuing their academic endeavors. Now, there was a great churn about the online education which happened during the pandemic. That has also somehow affected negatively to an extent to the students. So that becomes a kind of a challenge for us to actively make our students focus towards their goal, actively participate in activities and work for their skills. Although there are improvements, but still a long way to work for that.
Sir, my last question, any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
My suggestions would be, as I said, that COVID has transformed us for good as well as in certain aspects for bad. Now, students, what you need to do is, distraction is one phenomena probably which is affecting every individual on this earth. What you need to do is, you need to identify what you want to do in your life, and probably you have to have a plan and you need to act onto that. If you are working onto that, probably there is no way, probably you cannot succeed. Now, choosing a program is one part, but probably working onto that and during pursuing that program, you have to continuously improve your skills, because now we are in an era where every 3 to 5 years, these skills will be, redundant. So to do that, you have to be a continuous learner. Now, even if you have taken admission, if you are pursuing a program or you would be pursuing a program in future, there is one habit which you need to inculcate, that is reading. One has to read a lot. It's not only about the textbooks, but you should read multiple things probably in an interdisciplinary manner. Now, once you choose a program or an institution, there are 3 basic ingredients which probably you look for. Number 1 is the learning and skill. Number 2 is the networking. Number 3 is the placements. So once you are focusing on these things, so if I talk about all these 3 things, the very first is the learning and skills. That means how the curriculum will be delivered, what kind of skill sets will be taught to you. Second, networking is the peer level, the alumni base. And third is the placement. In fact, the most talked about, everybody is looking out. But remember one thing, if you want to have the kind of placement you're looking at, you have to work on the very first part, that is your learning and skill. Now, institutions with the proven record like IMS, they have a huge alumni base, a huge corporate connect, which is going to be a kind of a push for you. But yes, the last part, the placement, is more about you, and we will be providing you the opportunity. So with that, that's my suggestion for the students. With best wishes, probably you will excel with my suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arun, for sharing your views, and thank you everyone for joining me today. We'll connect back soon.